Oh look, we got the widescreen version, eh? Oh yeah. I think I look better with facial hair, sorry. I do notice the girls like me a little bit. They hit on me. But I look at myself and I'm all like, strange looking dude right there, yeah? Waiting for my tooth medicine to come in. I fucked up and let a cavity fall out and then didn't get it filled for a year and it got worse and then now I need a root canal or have the thing pulled. What do you guys think I should do on that one? I heard root canals have a correlation with brain cancer. So I'm only 44. And I planned on living to 132, so I don't know, that's leaving me 88 years for brain cancer to develop if I got mercury in my skull. Yeah. Maybe I'll just get it pulled. And take as good care as I can of the rest of my teeth. Man, 88 years and I'm only a third of the way in and I'm already missing teeth. This is not good. Anyway, we'll see if I can make it through this week. Huh? I think I did. I don't think Trump is trying to kill me anymore. I don't know if it's because all the FBI offices across the country heard my story about it. And then they were like, dude, even though we got guys in here that are working for you, we can't have everybody knowing that and then have that happen. That would be bad. So, they probably talked him out of doing it. But then I'm left here in Pune with this other set of lowlifes that were definitely following me. They were like Hawaiians that were like ice head type people. But the way they were following me around CVS the other day, when people go to CVS normally, every time I've ever gone, people go in, they find what they're looking for, and then they get out of there. Well, I was just standing around, walking up and down the aisles, not really looking at what the hell was in front of me because I wasn't really shopping. I was just waiting till the police showed up. All the other ice heads that just happened to be at Walmart, at CVS, they were also not shopping like me, just kind of looking but not observing. And then they would look at me and be, you know what I mean, aware of what I was doing, but they weren't aware of what they were looking for at on the shelf right in front of them. So to me, that's a pretty big sign, but to other people hearing that, they're just like, oh yeah, you're probably on drugs or some shit, and just like making correlations. That aren't actually connected. So I don't know. Like the Curtistown gas station. Definitely, how often do you see people taking forever at the gas pumps and packing guns under their clothes? Like, obviously, just like right under their clothes. Like, I don't think the entire time I've been in Hawaii, I've seen guns under people's clothes. Just like straight up packing heat. But at this gas station, I think I saw about 5 guns. So the police came and escorted me out of there, and then I ditched the police and the cars following me by driving like Dukes of Hazzard shit. Hi squirrel, how you doing? You putting your butthole on TV, huh? Oh yeah, there's the dogs. Oh, there's the dogs. So anyway, you know what I mean? Like, oh, Trump was on some guy's radio that, and I say I saw an Uzi under his shirt, the shape of an Uzi. I don't know what other kind of big rectangle object a guy would have underneath his, you know what I mean? While you're pumping gas, blasting the radio with Trump's voice talking about if some opponent were to come out of nowhere, some political opponent, he would have him slandered and banished and if not taken out, go down as a crazy delusional psycho or whatever and be discredited and defamed completely. It's like, oh, well, that would explain all of the weird rumors being made about me all of a sudden. Because I'm like sitting here totally not having anything to do with the dance community, anything to do with Uncle Wits over there. And dude, like the level, like they already had me slandered pretty bad and destroyed, but like all of a sudden this last week or two, everybody's talking all this crazy shit and going off on me even more. And she's like, and I haven't even had anything to do with anything. I'm just like, I don't even know what they're accusing me of now. They've already made up all the crimes and appalling things that a human can do about me. So I'm like, what are they making up now? It's even worse. Who knows, dude? So, I mean, to me, that's pretty obvious. You have to be stupid as fuck to believe these rumors about me. Like, literally, dude. Like all the famous people that you know that have been defamed with, like, right, horrible behavior accusations. Well, they've accused me of all that shit and then some. Like, now they're on to, like, serial killer, like, sicko type stuff, dude. It's crazy. Like, pedophile, serial killer, drugging, raping, yet I'm also gay, transsexual, weirdo, right? Like, all, I don't know. Like, I don't even really have much of a sex drive at all. Like, I did way too much sex in my 30s, and then I did way too much ketamine in my early 40s, and dude, like, there's nothing much left of my sex drive, so that's pretty funny that everyone's making me out to be some, like, depraved weirdo when I don't even, like, I've been celibate 3 years, besides my weed, and I've done, like, a once-a-year ketamine therapy session, you know, I did a big amount, and then spread it some out over a week or two, you know, and just process my stuff. Like, to me, that's therapy, like psychological release of tension, you know. So I just feel like we got you know, a beneficial, like, this is reefer madness all over again. People just like pointing their finger and going like, I don't know anything about this, I'm gonna fear it, right? Like, nobody that smoked weed back in the 1920s was talking shit about, they're like, what, this is what everyone's afraid of? Wow, this is actually pretty cool. All the people talking shit about it didn't even know what it did. It's just fear over stuff that they don't understand. Sad. It's kind of how religion goes too, right? The witch burnings, like, the witches would be seen taking samples from nature. They find out from somebody that a plant has medicinal value or something, and all of a sudden they're just like, what is in your witch's brew? So it's just stupidity. The village people with no mental capacity. rebel, rebel, rebel. Right in South Park, they got the mobs. And that's all the people are saying is rebel, rebel, rebel. We don't know what we're repeating, but yeah, fuck all the bullshit. So I went to the Pride rally yesterday in Hilo. That was fun. I was watching this trans person dancing, shaking their booty, and I was just like, it's kind of weird. Like all these girls were cheering when they would put their butt out to the side and do like sexy girl moves, you know? But I'm like, this is just a guy with a very like extravagant face and a shit ton of makeup. So much makeup you couldn't even see anything real, but I don't know, man. It was strange. Because I went down to Uncle Robert's in drag once and vended, and, you know, then later somebody told me that one of those societies will do that shit as an icebreaker ritual. If they're gonna use somebody as a symbol for something, or you know. So I don't know if that was just if I'm just a sacrificial lamb for some society, or if they were trying to include me, and then I did some shit talking about it when I shouldn't. And so I got canceled because I talked. I don't know. I guess you're not given an instruction manual on these kind of things. So, you know, like I want to be in on the knowledge part of things. Like I want the answers. And I could even, keep a secret if I was told to. I would see the importance of it and just be like, oh yeah. The village people should not know these things. You know? So, yeah. I'm like at a really weird crossroads here. Like I wanted to tell my whole story about what just happened. But even if I told every single detail about why, you know, like everything that happened that was odd, and then all of the things that proved it to me that the shit was real, you know, like the chances of just seeing like that many guns at the gas station when I've never seen anybody packing at all ever in Hawaii. It was just like all the gun owners came to the gas station at once and just decided to awkwardly carry machine guns around right under their clothes and shit. That one guy had a silencer, dude, like a long ass barrel on a handgun. Dude. What the shit? And they made sure to show me. So that's the thing. I'm like, they don't show you their guns. They were sending a message. And if they wanted to kill me, I don't think they would need to surround me at a gas station and shoot me up. Or catch me on a side road and cut off my exits and shoot up my car or something, right? Dude, I mean, that's what I was picturing. I was like, that many guys. The guy behind me following me from Volcano to Mountain View, like rubber gloves, dude. And like, and I turned right and he went past me, and then I saw him turn back. And then I was like, guy, it's the same guy. And then I pull out again, and then he catches up, and then we end up at the same stoplight, and just right as he passes me, he just like remembers to put his hands down, like from the steering wheel, like all of a sudden down, like below and stuff. Just when he's in view of me. So it's like he didn't want the rubber gloves to be shown, but maybe, you know what I mean? All those things together were supposed to put fear in my mind. If that was their job, was to just send a message, you know? So, I don't know. I got the message. Definitely opting out. I pressed 2, when I called back twice. Yeah. And I mean, I was mostly joking, but then I told the FBI that, see you later, I'm going to be the next best president you've ever had. It's like, how am I supposed to be taken seriously when I'm making jokes with the FBI when I'm calling them on a life or death situation? So I was asking them for a ride out, like for an extraction, witness protection. And they're like, I don't know if we can work that out for you. She sent me to the crisis hotline, like the suicide hotline. I'm like, I'm absolutely no danger to myself, but there are a lot of other people after me. And, right? So, what does that do? Like, I ruined my ability to solve my problems. Or, what? Oh. And, right? Because nobody's gonna help now. I put it all on social media just in case something happened to me. It seemed like it was inevitable the way I was being surrounded, the chances and the evasive action I had to take, the Dukes of Hazzard moves I had to pull and stuff, dude. Like, nobody else would have done that shit. I was in full on Jedi mode, and survival instincts kicked into the fullest, and I did some crazy shit, like shave my face, pull into some house that looked abandoned. I saw an old can of paint that was probably just gonna be thrown away anyway, and I painted my car like mud brown instead of silver, and it looks horrible. The paint job, I did it with my hands with rubber gloves on. It looks like a stolen car. I got pulled over so many times, dude, as a stolen vehicle while I was in Hilo. You wouldn't believe it. Like 12 times, dude. 8, 9. There was way over 12 cops. Some of the times I had 4 cops around me. Anyway. Yeah, lots of tickets I gotta go deal with from the phone, I guess, from another state. I'm gonna have to go leave island just to survive here. If I can get off island alive, that is. So, anyway, I discredited myself by looking like a wingnut psychopath, and nobody wants to have anything to do with somebody that's being hunted alive. Oh yeah, just send the mafia over to my house too, you know. Oh, tell me your problems, why don't you? Now they're gonna take me out because I know. Great, thanks a lot, bro. You know, and that's how I felt when I contacted my family. I'm hiding in the woods, and I'm like, oh shit, I just sent them a letter, and now I'm all worried about them getting taken out. Great. Sorry fam, sorry friends. I didn't realize until after I sent that I was stupidly putting you in danger too. And I guess that's a good lesson for me to learn. I did it once with no consequence, so now if I ever am in that situation, I'm not going to get my family involved. I'm going to let them live happy lives and never know what happened to me. They'll just not know. Just be a missing person that they won't even know I'm missing for a while because we don't ever contact each other anyway. You know what I mean? It's just inconsequential, but then I reach out to my family and try to ruin their lives too. It's so dumb, so selfish. So yeah, I'm a better person, I guess, because I made these mistakes this week, this last 2 weeks. And I'm alive because I think I took that action that I did. So I think Trump pulled the hit on me, but I'm still left with, and you know what I mean? Like maybe that's why they went for the timing that they did. If they were trying to take me out, it'd be a great time to, because I had just barely the day before or 2 days before, told the police that the King of Hawaii set the guys on me, and Uncle Wick has been telling me he's been holding back the dogs this whole time from getting me and all this shit, and now he's trying to get me to. Like, his tenants told me that he said that he was went down with money to visit his friend, and they supposedly talked him out of it for some reason or something, but then he gave the okay by asking, so then it must have done something to where they knew that, you know what I mean, these people have been held back from doing anything, and now they're like, oh yeah, we can get them, cool. So anyway, maybe that's what happened. Now the lowlifes are after me as well, and then it triggered this thing all the way to the top because of my comedy routine about a third-party takeover, how easy it would be. And I pointed out how the vote's just sitting there waiting. Nobody's actually voting for who they want. It's just 23% voted for this guy because they didn't want that guy, and 24% voted for this guy because they didn't want that guy. It's like, hello, vote's just sitting there waiting for some passion. But no. Yeah, so I thought I was a real candidate. I thought I was being nurtured for this stuff. I felt like a few people that I wondered if they were agents or not were nudging me along in directions, trying to help me clean up my record and giving me advice about things like that. I'm like, why is that going to matter? And then I see like, oh wait, as soon as I saw myself as a good candidate, I was like, oh wow, they're right. I am fucking perfect for this job. Almost. They've been coaching me. And here's the thing. On my social and everything, I've been very adamant about my feminine side, my empathetic side, my forgiving nature. And so, you know what I mean? Like, I think if you're going to be a president, you got to be making some harsh decisions about, like, wiping some countries out if they require it and stuff. And I don't know, man. I've made some decisions in my own life that left some loose ends hanging that could have harmed me or my family and stuff, and I should have probably been more dominating and pro-action about stuff. So maybe I'm too much of a wuss for them, you know? And they changed their mind because of that. And, you know, I have to say that I would be different in that position. Me as Ponder, that grew up as Dale, and seeing that I've never really done anything in the category of sin, because I don't count doing drugs. That's mental exploration and using, you know what I mean, like science and nature and whatnot to test out the parameters of life and consciousness and stuff. And then like premarital sex, right? It's led to some problems. I've had women try to get all manipulative, controlling, crazy on me, and then I just say, no, I'm not going to be manipulated or controlled, and then they go and kill my baby. So, you know what I mean? I've had some problems with the backfire from premarital sex, but I just never felt like there was anything wrong with it. It's just nature, right? So anyway, that's where I stand with that, is that I'm a righteous dude, and so I could, if I wanted to take the sacrament, you know, I don't need to ask some bishop. I know I'm good. I'm good with myself. I'm good with God. I'm a righteous dude. So anyway, I take offense when people try to make me out to be anything otherwise. So I'm just like, dude, I work really hard at this. Growing and catching myself doing, making mistakes, but then correcting them. So it's like, if any of that even counted, if all my mistakes counted as sin, then it's like I'm forgiven of it because of repentance, right? I'm not making those mistakes again. So, yeah, I just feel like I'm lucky I made it through this last 2 weeks, and I'm not so sure that I'm gonna be here in the long run. And I've tried really hard. I love you guys. I'm not vengeful or angry about anything. I see my own role in triggering those people, and I didn't know it at the time. I didn't understand it. But now that I do, I don't think I'll be making those mistakes again, and so I just feel like, yeah, I'm just gonna leave. If I can make it off this island alive, then I'll try to do some positive things with my extra free time, and yeah, I might never see you again. I don't know. So it's just like, look at this dorky face. Hi. Hi, dorks. May the force be with you.